In the first part of the JWT security, we are going to endure with the code of the intro. We are going to expand the project into a more or less secure project. Today we are going to tackle the minimal configuration, which we will then expand in the following videos. Today we are starting our new Spring Security JWT project. We will continue with the code from the intro. The first thing we want to go over is the application properties file. We have configured the log level for security and the auth controller we will see later, to trace. Then we have the new security config class. First we create an in-memory user details manager bean. In one of the next videos we will change this to a users from the database. The second bean is the security filter chain. First, we can disable CSRF security because we are working without sessions. Then we configure the endpoints. The token endpoint is allowed for everyone, access to all other endpoints is secured. The most important of the security filter chain is the OAuth 2 resource server configuration. In this case we use the JWT configuration. Then we set the session to stateless. Finally, we use HTTP basic to get the JWT token from the token endpoint. The next three beans we use at startup to get an RSA public key and an RSA private key. These two keys are used to secure the JWT token. In the next two classes the keys are created. In the JWKS class, the keys are created using the key generator utils class. There are several ways to create keys. We have chosen keys with RSA security. These two classes are executed only at project startup. After that the keys remain the same. The JWT token is created in the token service class. In the generate token method the tokens are created. Every time someone can log into the token endpoint a new token is created. The content of the token can be configured here. The setup we use here is the minimum. In the next sections we will extend this. Then we have the two controllers. The home controller is secure and gives a welcome with the username of the user logged in. Last we have the auth controller with the token endpoint. This is a post endpoint to request a token if it provides the correct username and password. We can now start the project and test it. First, we want to look at the console at project startup. We can see where both keys are created and what they look like. This is not the JWT token but the keys to secure the JWT token. Now we can go to Insomnia to test the project. In Insomnia we can test the project. First we go to the home page. If we want to open the page we get a 401 unauthorized error. If we make a post request to the token endpoint with the correct username and password we get a JWT token. If we select this token and copy it to the home endpoint, we can send it as a bearer token and get the expected response. In the response you can see that the username is null. This is because we did not put the username in the JWT token when configuring. This is something for a next video. Finally, we can see the JWT token on the JWT.io website. On the JWT.io website, we can see the contents of our JWT token. The token consists of three parts. A header. The payload, this is the part we can define ourselves in our token service class. The last part is the signature. This signature protects the token from modifications. If someone with malicious intentions wants to modify the token, the signature is no longer correct and the token will be rejected by our project. As you can see the content of the token is not a secret, the token is only protected against modifications. This is the end of this video. In the next videos we will expand the project. For now, you can log into the home page with the username and password. Because HTTP Basic is configured for all endpoints, there are still a lot of modifications to be done. Thank you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.